Coach for the Rumble at 1-4 on the season. They'll take on the Lava. Let's take a look at their starting lineup presented by Old Trapper. Paxton Henry will be the handler. That's equivalent to the point guard. Alongside Josh Shannon, Bryce Fessel Shafat, and their head coach, Josh Carlson, looking for their first win of the season. This game is huge. Both teams right now on the outside looking into the playoffs as the Rumble get the opening throwdown. Here's Dean. First shot off the mark from 4. The Rumble have been known to take the outside shots this season.
They love the outside shot, and they evaluated their guys and took some of the best shooters that we had in the league because that was going to be part of their strategy.
Going up top to Shockley as the Lava get on the board first. 3 points for a slam, 2 points for anything else inside the Tramps, 3 points for a shot outside the Tramp zone, and 4 points for a shot outside that arc. Here comes Tamyrick Fields, and Shafat stares him down with the block.
You've really got to keep an eye on Tamyrick. He's such a dangerous attacker for a stopper. When he comes up, he has bad intentions.
Here comes Shockley again from the wing, and the Lava running back-to-back same plays, and it works.
Yeah, both of these teams have switched up their system a little bit over the course of the season, and I think you're going to see that tonight.
Two on the island.
Two Rumble players on the island. So the island is that middle black pad. You're allowed to stay there with the ball for no longer than 3 seconds, but only one player from the same team can be on that island, so a turnover. Henry from that top Tramp, finding Shockley again, and now the Rumble starting to key in on Shockley on the wing.
Great hustle play right there by Shockley.
Shot clock winding down, it's at 2. Henry will take a deep 2, and a shot clock violation, but they let him play on as the Rumble with the ball. Coming the other way is Williams. Shafat, the great wall denial.
Nice and clean, nice and clean.
Henry off the big bounce will settle on the island. Shockley again from the wing. He's got all 9 points for the Lava.
They are just feasting off that wing cut, if you see that. That wing, too.
Once you put it down on the deck, you can get hit on the outside. Dean thought about it, now brings it into the scoring zone. Tip-ins Hill, two-handed block by Shafat.
Good dive cut right there. He just didn't read the stopper. There was no chance of him going up. He should have just made that read and reset the ball off the glass.
Shafat is looking for a shutout here in this first quarter against the Rumble. Lava with a 9-0 lead. Shockley again from that wing. He's got 12 points on his own.
He is a very sneaky attacker, and he's one of the best defenders in the league right there.
You can't pull. Yeah, but we can see.
So they're going to say illegal contact as Tamyrick Fields is fouled. We'll have our first face-off. Here's that bucket by Shockley.
Yeah, and that's what happens. You go wing cut, wing cut, wing cut, and then you attack him from outside, and the stopper doesn't know what's what.
So Tamyrick Fields will go one-on-one against Josh Shannon. Fields at 6'7", Shannon 6'2".
This could be a great face-off right here.
As soon as the player goes, now you can enter the Tramp zone. Here comes Fields. Wow, Shannon came all the way out to meet him to stop that one.
Yeah, that was a bad bounce. I think Tamyrick might be a little shaken up. That was a bad bounce from the outside for Tamyrick. He is a dangerous attacker, so he's usually way above the rim when he's coming in there.
Now, you're allowed to have contact at the rim as long as the defender is going for the ball. That's why we see some of these spectacular collisions.
It is, and as long as you're making a play on the ball, the other contact is fine. It's just if you make contact not going for the ball, that's when they're going to call.
All right.
Shafat with the outlet passes to Shockley. Pump fake comes from the wing. Kick out is to Henry now. Oh, wipeout off the Tramp. Yeah, resets off the wall.
That should have been a face-off.
And Shockley again. He's got all 15 points for the Lava.
Hey, Speedy. Speedy.
Ball on the floor.
Speedy.
That pass to Shockley again. If you're the Rumble, how do you try to take him out of the game now?
Well, you've got to push up more defensively. You see how much space they're giving him defensively. They're falling back into the slam zone, and that allows the offensive team to attack much easier.
Off the miss. Now the Rumble with a breakout. Tip-ins Hill. Hello.
One of the best offensive players in the league right there.
Hey, don't anticipate.
Now, there's obviously a long way to go in this game, and so you're never one to count your chickens, or in my thought process, count your tickets. before they cash here. But the Rumble were an 11.5-point underdog in this game. And that line personally shocked me because the Lava are the lone winless team in the league right now. And the Rumble, with the exception of the losses they've had to the Mob, have kept other games relatively close. A massive lead for the Lava right now. And I was stunned by the line, and I'm stunned by the start.
Let's see if the Lava can keep up with this hot start. This is Nathaniel Harris, just off the bench, his first jam of the game. 3 more for the Lava. Under a minute to play here in this first quarter. Tippins Hill into the slam zone, denied by the rim.
Pulling the jersey. You're pulling the jersey.
So pulling the jersey, that was called against Shafat of the Lava. So because that's the second foul here in this quarter, they're going to say 2 points awarded to the Rumble in the bonus, and they keep the possession.
Good skip pass right there.
Washington from the wing for 4 off the mark. Now, you can goaltend inside the Tramps, but a shot from the outside, you have to wait for it to hit the rim. 30 seconds of play here in this first quarter. Henry, freestyle. Oh, talk about killing a bounce. Here's Henry now into the scoring zone. Harris has to get it up.
Up.
Tippins Hill, everyone out of position. Free reign to the bucket.
And that's one of the things that teams need to do more is get the ball out and go. And that Rumble are very, very good at that.
4 seconds.
Clock continues to run. Lava need to get something off here. So the Rumble trying to get back in it. They find themselves down by 10 after the first quarter.
That's what I'm saying. It happened. Hey.
Boy, a ton of highlights from Jihad Shockley and Vessel Shafat. Shockley had that wing cut down pack. Shockley finished that quarter with 15 points.
You gotta move. You gotta be moving back to back. As soon as you get in there, I'm coming right after you. Thank you, but finally.
You take a look at Bryce Meringue, the #1 overall pick for the Lava. Stormy, we are told he is dressed, potentially could play today, coming back from injury.
Yes, and he did week 2 re-injure an ankle that he had previously hurt in the preseason. Maybe came back a little bit too fast and had a retweak in the Tramps. But we're not sure how much we're going to see of him, but the expectation is, yes, that we could and should tonight at some point.
Now, he is on a minutes restriction. If he does come back in, we're told he can play no longer than 10 minutes tonight. Here's Henry from the outside, shot off the mark. Shannon skying, couldn't come down with it.
Every day that he's come in and I've seen him in street clothes, I'm like, when are we going to get you back, Bryce? When are we going to get you back?
They call him Baby Braun. He can just dominate games. Coach, that's a huge loss for the Lava.
It is. I mean, the Lava would definitely have more wins than they have right now if it hadn't been for this injury. That was a beautiful stack one right there. So you see Josh made the stack cut and immediately win. That's something they're looking to execute in their offense.
And even still, you speak to the Lava maybe having more wins if he was on the court. Even still, the losses, all 5 of their losses have been by 5 points or fewer. They've been in every single game.
They have. The point differential with them being only at -18 is incredible.
Here's Tippins Hill for the Rumble. Shot clock is winding down. Shafat, another stop. Shannon from the corner, finding the cutter. Henry on the island, tipped away, gets the ball back.
Stack one.
Back-to-back, the same plays have worked for the Lava.
Yeah, that's part of their base offense now. Coach Carlson kind of redesigned their base offense a little bit with Bryce not being in, and that stack one is something they're looking to exploit.
How many teams have you seen making adjustments on the fly mid-season like the Lava?
Every single one of them except for one.
The Mob.
Speaking of which, and point differential, I just had to look through my notes here real quickly. Outscored teams by a combined 329, Coach. So
say what?
Yeah,
that's not enough in my book. Could have been more.
Dean from the outside. Shafat comes away with it. Fast break attempts now for the Lava. Shannon from the top, Tramp. Wipeout to Myrick Fields. What a block.
Yeah, Myrick is an excellent stopper. I think his bounce was a little bit off to start the game, but I think he's coming into his own right now.
Shafat, you're not going to get that by him. He's just shaking his head.
This is a really critical 2 minutes right here for the Rumble if they want to stay in this game. They need to get stops. They need to score points.
Henry and two Lava at the bottom turnover.
How weird has this been for you to see a Coach Carter-led team struggle this much early in the season? Historically, that has not been the way.
No. Coach Carter's a winner. He always has been, and it is a little bit shocking, but it's a different game. It's changed since the old game, and I think they're going to figure it out. I really do.
Shockley readjusted midair to slam that one down. He's up to 18 points to lead all scorers. Fields comes up and throws it in off the window.
I had a great conversation with Jahad Shockley the other day, and when he is not playing slam ball, he's actually teaching children with special needs at Oakstone Academy in Columbus, Ohio. It's a school for children with intellectual disabilities and autism, and he was absolutely glowing talking about those little kids. He is a different guy off the court from this physical, fierce competitor you see here. He's all smiles and a really, really good dude.
Brendan, that's been the cool thing I've noticed about slam ball. We talk to guys off the court. They're the nicest guys you will ever meet. They step onto the court, it's like a different person.
That's right. They're lions on the court, but I've never seen a better group of kids off the court.
We were even talking about that, your guy, Gage Smith. And then he just seems like a completely unassuming type of a guy.
Yeah, I get asked all the time by my friends and family, like, Gage must be a monster off the court. And I'm like, no, he's actually more gosh, golly, shucks than he is anything else. I think Cam Holland said it best in Cam Horton. They said he's Clark Kent off the court and Superman on it.
Oh, my goodness. He had a cape last night. He was something else. Tippins Hill trying to get the Rumble back in it. Three-point jam.
This is exactly what the Rumble needed to close the gap a little bit. If they can get one more stop and another three, I think they're going to be in a good spot here.
What do you think about the Lava slowing things down here in this second quarter?
Yeah, I mean, they may want to rest players a little bit, but it's not a strategy that I would implement right there. I want to go 100% the entire game.
Shannon was held going up, and the refs were all over it. That's a foul. We're going to have a face-off. Josh Shannon will go one-on-one against the guy who fouled him, Myrick Fields. Guys are getting a little tired. How does that play into a face-off?
Yeah, it does. On a face-off, I don't think it impacts it that much. I mean, defensively, you've got to get a quick first step to have a chance.
That was as quick as it could get. Josh Shannon right to the cup. So 3 more points for the Lava with the slam. 30 seconds to play here in this first half. And a travel off the inbound, so a turnover.
Clock's running.
20 seconds to play here in this first half. Tippins Hill. Oh, that was a huge bounce through the legs. No. Shafat, another block.
I love that he does the Matumbo.
Shockley, now he's coming from the other wing. He's got 21 points already here in this first half.
He was so high on that, so he got a great bounce.
What a first half for the Lava. They're the only team who has not won a game yet here in Slam Ball, but they are well on their way to their first win of the season. Shockley had 21 points in that first half for the Lava, and Kalen Tippins Hill, he had 11 points to lead the way for the Rumble, but the Rumble have some work to do because it was all Shockley in that first half.
Now, you got to get me some stops, period, all right? You got to get it, all right? We got to get it.
Let's go, we good.
Come here, fellas, listen. Settle down and we're good.
Let's go.
Hey,
we are okay.
do not turn the ball over. I need a shot. We need a possession and a shot.
Every time we ran the offense, we got everybody involved, we scored.
Every single time.
Come on.
Rumble on 3. 1, 2, 3. Rumble.
Welcome back to Vegas. At the half, it's the Lava with a 38-19 lead over the Rumble. Alongside the Mob head coach, Brendan Kirsch in the booth. Alongside Stormy Bonantoni, I'm John Triffin. Coach, let's take a look at the highlights. The Lava, they had it going early.
They did. They're executing their offense to perfection right now. You're going to see nothing but wing cuts, wing cuts, wing cuts. And when Myrick Fields, their stopper, thinks that a wing cut is coming, they're going to the stack one and attacking from outside. So they're varying their attacks, which is what you want.
As for the Rumble, Kalen Tippins Hill, he's been the bulk of the scoring.
He's an unbelievable attacker, one of the best offensive players in the league, and I think if the Rumble are going to get back in the game, they need him to be active early here.
We were talking at the half, Coach, about what it takes for the Rumble to get back, and you think these first few minutes here in this third quarter are critical.
100%, yeah, they're huge. And what they need to do is they need to lock down defensively, and then they need to push the ball, and they need to score as much as they possibly can. But it all starts in the defensive end of the ball.
One stat, too, I couldn't ignore as it was shown up there was the loose ball recoveries. Lava 15, Rumble 7. So clearly one team's hustling more than the other in general.
That's right. Loose ball retrievals always tell the tale.
So we start each half with a throwdown. A little false start on that one, so we'll do it again.
I don't know who came up with that name, but it's very good and makes a lot of sense for SlamBall.
It was actually changed. Mason Gordon changed it. It used to be the bounce off, and then he changed it to the throwdown this year. He walked into practice one day and just said, hey, this thing's called the throwdown now. And we all said, okay, sounds good.
Yes, sir.
You're the boss.
Well, Mason says it goes. Oh, Shafat with the clear out.
Stack one.
Shannon from the top, tramp, flipping around, gets the dunk. It's Myrick Fields, finds Tippins Hill, back to Fields, off the rim.
So Myrick is playing gunner now, and they got Marcus Bradley back at stoppage. They're looking for a little more offense.
Fields with a kick out. Williams can shoot, but that one's off the mark. Shannon bumped. Remember, you can't touch a player in the open court until they put the ball down on the floor. Here's Shockley coming from that wing, and he makes it look so easy.
Yeah, great wing cut, and he had the bounce differential.
And now 24 points for Shockley, while the Rumble have just 19 as a team.
Shockley single-handedly taking it to the Rumble. Henry. And Bradley with the outlet pass to Tippins Hill. One-on-one against Shafat. He'll settle on the island, finding Fields. Even when the Rumble get to the rim, they can't finish off those opportunities.
Yeah, it was almost perfect. I mean, it was a great cut to the island, got the stopper in the bed. Wing cut was there, just not the pass didn't connect. Not a great pass.
Henry shakes his man, but the pass off the mark, turnover. Williams, big bounce. Oh, punched out by Shafat.
Stopper's down.
Gets it back on another block.
Yeah, they needed to attack him outside right there. Fessy was down in the bed, wide open attack.
And the Lava force a shot clock violation. Look, here's the quick outlet. Shannon coming the other way, adjust midair and slams it home.
If Shannon can get you, he's looking to get you every single time.
So Fields with the dunk, 3 more for the Rumble. Well, they find themselves down by 25. Henry off the big bounce. Shannon just a little too strong. Loose ball gobbled up by Fields as he's back at stopper. So the little experiment having Marcus Bradley back there did not last long for the Rumble as the outside shot goes for Washington. That's good for 4.
And he can stroke it from outside, no doubt.
2 minutes to play here in this third quarter.
If I'm the Rumble, I'm trying to cut it to about 15 at the end of this quarter. That's what my goal is.
Why the 15 number?
Because I think then you can overcome the 15 points in the fourth quarter. I think any more than that, you almost need a miracle.
Okay. Washington from the outside, left it short. Here he is, Bryce Meringue, his first action of the game, coming back from an ankle injury. The #1 overall pick here in SlamBall. Great to see him on the court.
It's awesome. He's such a great player and such a good human being. Glad he's back, and he's definitely going to give the Lava a big boost.
What was it about his game that made him worthy of the #1 overall pick?
Oh, it was clear that he was head and shoulders above the rest of the group in training camp. We all knew that. Interestingly enough, Ty McGee came in late, and Josh Carlson, head coach of the Lava, he had the first overall pick, and for a minute he wavered, thought about maybe taking Ty McGee, but at the end of the day, he stood Bryce.
You don't want to outthink yourself sometimes.
That's right.
So a turnover there on Meringue, 3 seconds on the island. Under a minute to play here in this third. Can the Rumble cut it to within 15? Outside shot. Washington can knock it down. A little too strong. Meringue with the board. He's calling for Shafat, his stopper, to get in on the action. Watch this pick. Ooh, Washington got out of the way of that one. A three-point shot goes in the corner there for Nathaniel Harris.
Nathaniel Harris is a dangerous attacker, and he can shoot from outside.
2 in the tramp, a turnover.
That's the one thing you can't have when you're trying to get back in games is violations. I'm sure Coach Carter and assistant coach Whitney White will be upset about that.
5 seconds to play here in this quarter. Again from the corner, off the mark is Harris. After 3, it's the Lava with a huge lead, looking for their first win of the season. Josh Carlson talking it over, trying to figure out how they can wrap this one up. Shafat with the offhand block. And then Shannon on the other end, flying through. One more quarter to play. Can the Lava get win #1?
That's difficult as hell. When I got a running start, we just got to go. But yeah, you're right. We do need to get to the island. It's just I'm getting to the island. JT was getting to the island, and when I would, he wasn't really looking for that. You got to just, and don't force it. Hey, let stopper come out. Okay, so leave everybody and then take, and then, yeah. Once he take off, you trying to, if you get the rebound, look up and just take off and do a takeoff. Go middle.
Welcome back. Start of this fourth quarter. We're here with the Mob head coach Brendan Kirsch, Stormy Bonantoni. I'm John Schriffen. A 21-point lead for the Lava as they look for their first win of the season. 0-5 in last place. The top 6 teams out of 8 teams make the playoffs. So this is huge for the Lava. Bryce Meringue, his first action since injuring his ankle back in week 2. And there's a monster slam for Baby Braun.
Great bounce down and cut. Good finish there. You can tell he's a little hesitant because he passed a couple opportunities to go from the outside, but he's still highly effective inside the slam zone.
Williams cutting from the wing, missed him. Tippins Hill got the handoff, but they had 2 Rumble in the bottom tramp, a turnover. All right, so if you're the Lava, you've got this big lead. At what point do you think ahead to the main event and start resting some guys?
I would start thinking ahead, like having a strategy in place. If the Rumble don't go on a huge run right now, I would say probably about the 3-minute mark.
We saw you do that yesterday with Gage Smith, taking him out with a couple minutes to go.
Yeah, you can really, with the 20-second shot clock, you can really slow the game down and still go full speed, but take the entire shot clock for your possession.
Why is that so important for these guys to keep going full speed no matter what?
It's injuries. This game is just like football. When you start asking football players to go half speed, that's exactly when injuries happen. Same thing in slam ball.
Well, the Lava still running their offense. Nathaniel Harris off the alley-oop. And it's also interesting because the Lava haven't been in this position before with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, so they just want to pick up a win.
That's right. And you're seeing the teams that are ready to play with the playoffs on the line and which teams aren't.
Shafat gets the rebound.
Speaking to a situation that a team hasn't been in before, you guys haven't really been in a close game situation in the fourth quarter. Does that give you any pause when you get set for playoffs about how your players will react in some of those more critical moments if it comes to it?
No, not at all. Our guys are gamers. They're dogs. They're going to be ready to play whether they're down 15 points, up 15 points, or it's a close game.
I feel like I knew that answer before you said it.
Well, and you saw it against the Griffs. The Griffs came out in the main event and punched us in the mouth one weekend, and we were down 15-0, and we came back, and we were still able to win by, I think, 13 points.
Is that in itself like the learning lesson enough?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You can look in a player's eye and know if they have it at the end of the game and if they're going to finish or if they're not. And every one of our guys they're dogs. Like, they will absolutely finish.
Tippins Hill Throwing it down, Shafat is on the bench, so it looks like the Lava are starting to rest their guys, with Shannon now in at stopper for the Lava.
Yeah, and it's a smart move because I know the stats say otherwise, but I'm telling you, the team that plays the second game has a disadvantage going into the main event.
Shannon, a deep 4. 2 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter.
And this is where, if you're Coach Carlson, you still want to watch your team execute the offense. If they stop executing the offense, then the learning will stop.
Tippins Hill. Well, the Rumble are still running their offense, but it might be a little too late here.
Yeah, a little too late. 20 points, you're not going to overcome that in a minute.
Get the steal. Here's Williams.
Good quick attack there for Williams.
Yeah, that's great.
A 20-point lead for the Lava. At one point, Jihad Shockley had outscored the Rumble by himself. He has 26 points tonight. And a throwdown there by Jayton Williams.
Great play right there by the Rumble. That was executed perfectly. Set play there called by Coach Carter and Coach White.
Under a minute to play here in game 2. It was the Ozone picking up the win in game 1. And the Lava are in control, looking to set up the matchup for the main event. Henry from the outside, that's a 3, and it goes down in that short corner. Why don't more guys take that shot?
The 3 from the corner? Yeah, it's a good shot if you're going to take an outside shot. That 4-pointer is so long, it's almost 3 feet farther than NBA 3, so you've got to be a real proficient shooter to shoot from out there. But you're right, we'll look to take those 3s late in the shot clock, tramp jumpers of 3s.
Because basically that short corner shot from 3 is equivalent to like a high school 3-point.
That's right, that's exactly right. It's a high percentage shot for sure.
Final seconds here for the Rumble. Tippins Hill lays it in. Another strong performance from Kalen. Tippins Hill has 22 points, but not enough. The Lava get their first win of the season. Congratulations, head coach Josh Carlson. A 61-43 win over the Rumble, and that's got to feel good.
It's got to feel good. They have Bryce back. They're clicking at the right time. If they can sneak into the playoffs and maybe become the 6th seed or 5 seed, they could be dangerous.
They were led tonight by Jihad Shockley, 26 points, 9 of 12 from the floor, and he's standing by with Stormy.
Jihad, the Lava have been so close so many times, but tonight, finally, that first win under your belt. What was different?
I think we just came out there and really executed on all of our plays. We played hard. We play hard every game, but today it went our way, so I'm happy for it, you know.
But you can only be happy for so long as you turn around and get set for the main event. What's harder, the mental or physical challenge of doing this quick turnaround?
I don't think either is for Team Lava. We're ready to go, so let's rock.
You heard it here first. Thanks, Jihad.
Yep. Thank you.
Well, for the Lava, this is their first opportunity in a main event. They don't even know what this quick turnaround is going to feel like, but they'll feel it quickly when they face off against the Ozone. The Ozone got a huge win in game 1, and it was the Lava. The return of Bryce Meringue, #1 overall pick, as the Lava get their first win of the season, and it sets up our main event. Ozone Lava coming up next.